Good morning, good morning, good morning. Another beautiful day, late June here up on the rancho, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. I always have to, people send me links to channels to watch all the time. And sometimes I'll uh, communicate with friends and things about something I saw on a channel, and we'll just have a laugh or something. I mean, I rarely will speak out about or talk about that, but today I want to talk about crybabies on YouTube, and not the crybabies gimme gimme gimme, but the crybabies who achieve success on YouTube, I guess measured by subs and something, and then live the life and then come back and start to complain that they're hitting critical burnout on. And it just, well, let's go with an example. There's a channel I follow, Lost LeBlanc, and I've followed him for a few years because he used to be enthusiastic and very genuine when he did his travel. But then his videos all became slanted towards islands in, say, Indonesia and other places, or the Caribbean, where you could stuff girls in bikinis bouncing on beaches, and it got kind of tiresome for me. And to tell you the truth, I just didn't think that the videos were that compelling anymore. No harm, no foul. Did what anybody's going to do. You just unsub and you move on, and you find other things that people like Bald and Bankrupt that are a little more raw and still out there rubbing elbows with the common people, especially over in the everyday people over in Central Asia and Russia. That's much more fascinating to me. So no harm, no foul. But I got sent a link today that Lost LeBlanc is taking a break because of YouTube burnout, and I went and checked the video, and he's uploading like once a month for a video. And this is the guy that has put himself into $28,000 a night hotel rooms in Dubai and the fanciest, most expensive resorts in Indonesia and Bali. And I just shake my head like, dude, you don't even know what the hell burnout is. Burnout's the guy that gets up at 5 a.m. in the morning, goes to a construction site in the blazing heat of summer, 100, 105 plus degrees, and is out there working his fanny off till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, coming home dog tired, heat stroked, everything. There's a guy that I think could really have burnout, or they're a nurse that has rotating schedules and does the night shift, and then has to come back and do second shift, and then back on first, or just does night shift. I feel sorry for truckers over the road, thousands of miles a week, right, all through the pandemic. Where's their burnout? That's one of the things that has demonstrated to me over time that success, whatever you want to call it, particularly revolving around money, does not equate to happiness. It equates to short-term joy, spur of the moment, but then it's another mountain that you've climbed, and it does not have that long-term satisfaction to it. And I think this is proof that no matter what your income level, no matter how fancy pants that you are in life, no matter how big of success with hundreds of millions of subscribers on YouTube and all that, you can be as miserable as the guy that's working the 7-Eleven counter that doesn't have any other options for a job because he can hardly speak English, and he was lucky to get that. What these people inevitably find out is that YouTube creates distance from people. You put up your videos, you get hundreds of thousands of views, 1 million views, and you think that you're very in touch with your subscriber base. But when you turn off that camera the end of that video and you're done your editing and you put that video up and you get the initial feedback, guess what? Everybody leaves the building and you're there left alone to contemplate yourself. And there's no amount of money in the world that's going to fill the gap of human connection, human friendship, human love, and understanding the way and not losing touch with the way that the world really is. I swear the happiest people I know are the ones that are unconcerned about money or where the future is going to take them, but they're living every day with family, with friends, and getting their joy in cracking a beer, or maybe if they're lucky, maybe a weekend down in Las Vegas, or maybe if they're super lucky, a week in Vegas or a week at the ocean once a year. And you know, it means, I can tell it means so much more to them. And I think a lot of times when I really put a lot of thought to things, I think that a lot of these people that have this high level of success, they're not emotionally and mentally equipped to deal with that, because for the most part they came to that point as simple people and then YouTube changed them. I don't mean it's simple in the sense of a simpleton. I mean that life was cut and dried with a job. You went home, you ate dinner, you watched TV, right? Got up, do the same thing, get married, walk dog, have a couple kids. And then you reach a point where all of a sudden, kaboom, all the options in the world are open to you. First class travel, no problem. $28,000 a night for a hotel, no problem. Greatest, most expensive resort in Bali, Indonesia, no problem at all. And then inevitably, almost to a person, they reach a point of burnout. And I really think instead of burnout because you're fatigued at what you're doing, or the editing is grueling, or bouncing around the beach with beautiful girls in bikinis getting to be a chore, I think what's really setting into the psyche of these people is guilt. And I think it's guilt and the realization that they're so out of touch and out of step with mainstream society, that they really, the burnout comes from that they've so totally disassociated themselves with the feelings and with the struggles and the daily life of the average person, that they've become untethered and they're just like a balloon that's just floating around. No amount of money, no amount of adulation, no amount of subscribers covers up that feeling. And I really do believe it's guilt. It's guilt at doing things that fly counter to Main Street, especially in a world of want and need to ensconce yourself in a $28,000 a night experience. Yeah, it's good content. Yeah, but it's something else that I just believe gnaws at you and makes you understand this is not what achieves balance in the universe. This is not what causes balance in life and real life. And I think that burnout really is undiagnosed guilt at the experience of being someone who's experienced that success on YouTube, and really now questions the happiness and where they are and where they've come to. And I'll tell you what, I know more than a few of them have looked back and said, life was so much sweeter when I was just sitting in the driveway in front of my garage on a Saturday evening, cracking a beer with a couple friends, complaining about the heat and the dogs and the kids. That was real joy in planning our trip to the lake to go out on a couple canoes. I really, really firmly believe that money doesn't equate to happiness. I think that the people that believe it does end up conclusively proving in the end that it does not. People. Hey, just a few thoughts this morning. Thanks so much for watching. Your thoughts are welcome in the comment section down below. What do you think of success burnout, and how does that hit you? How does that hit you with extravagance and other living it up when in the world today? And yeah, I'd like to hear your thoughts down below. Thumbs up are always appreciated, and have a wonderful day.